This is the Club Championship. How does it work? It's bracket style. 32 players, single elimination, each repping an NFL team. What's at stake? A share of $700,000, with the winner pocketing 100 G's. Not bad for a few days' work. 19 players are brand new faces. Then, of course, there's the household names you know, like Young Kiv, Joke, and Drini. Legends like Problem and Skimbo, they got knocked out in qualifying, making this the most wide-open tournament in professional Madden. This is the round of 32. A series of single elimination games with one winner, one loser. Here, players square off against someone in their same division, like this guy, Joe.
Get him out of there, let's go!
He reps the Cleveland Browns and takes an easy win against his AFC North rivals, the Steelers.
It was all Joke, 24-7.
The rest of the round goes pretty much the way we expected, with a lot of the favorites stacking up early wins. There's Young Kid. He won last year's Madden Bowl. Fair to say, he's the heavy favorite. He rose 33-8. There's Goes. He took home the Club Championship belt last year, repping Washington and moving past the Eagles into the round of 16. There's the Vikings Abi Strafen. He advances after a game against the rival Packers.
And it's picked off going the other way!
So much poise by both of those players. You know that's a heated rivalry, and you wouldn't want that match to be any other way.
More than half the guys playing this week are brand new to the Club Championship. These fresh young faces are out here trying to make a name for themselves. Like Jay Wall, who took out the top guy in the game, Skimbo, to earn a spot repping the Pats.
Seeing these young pups out here winning games and taking this money home, I'm ready to get back playing.
There's Pavin, a Raiders fan from Northern California, repping his favorite squad and winning his early game against the rival Chiefs.
Youth is basically the new stuff of Madden. People realize that we're really good. Obviously, I'm here and Allen made it a big stage.
He's talking about the 16-year-old phenom, Allen. Now, Allen burst onto the scene by beating probably one of the greatest players in Madden history.
He knocked out Problem to get here. Problem's considered the greatest of all time, one of the veterans in the game, and he lost to our youngest competitor.
I started playing Madden at a very young age, and I said, I'm just going to try a tournament, and here I am now.
Everybody wants to see what he can do.
Let's get into it. Allen versus Turbo Jeff. Michael Vick, though, going back pressure to hit as he throws, but it's going to be caught in the end zone. And touchdown, Turbo Jeff. He gets on the board first. Vick looking to the end zone, and he finds his man. That is going to be a touchdown for Allen.
This is Allen's mom. She's kind of the best, right?
That is going to be a touchdown for Allen, so answers right away.
I feel like there is a lot of pressure because people said I was going to choke. Hopefully I can get to the bowl, and it just doesn't stop here.
It's going to be tossed to the right-hand side. Howard cuts upfield, and he gets in. Allen, that's got to feel good. 24-21, Allen will be up. Turbo Jeff, plenty of time. All three timeouts for both players. Something tells me this is going to be a great finish ahead of us.
Lateral.
By the way, this is some tricky stuff coming out here.
Oh, here it
and
goes.
he finds the hole. Are you kidding me? Breaks through. Talk about an immediate response right here. Turbo Jeff is going all the way for the touchdown.
We couldn't tell if he was taking it seriously. It was the biggest play of the game, and he was like...
Jones over the middle, who makes a great catch. A spin out, breaks another tackle, the dive from Allen's not going to catch, and that should go all the way. Touchdown. That's it. Turbo Jeff with the victory, 31-27 here.
And just like that, the round of 32 is over. And so is Allen's run at the Club Championship.
The road is going to end here for him in the round of 32, but still expect plenty more out of him moving forward.
He put his best foot forward. I'm proud of him, and I'm still his #1 supporter regardless.
With the field of competitors cut in half, let's take a look at the crews. So, even though Madden's a sport of individuals, with every man for himself,
Yep, yes sir!
in the pro scene, there are groups of guys who are loyal to each other and help each other prep for games.
Against them, we're definitely I think on the slot dude, putting a deep in route might be kind of glitchy.
This crew is known as EMB.
EMB, it stands for Elite Madden Ballers. It's just a bunch of really solid Madden players that, they're not just Madden players that practice with each other, but they're friends. They're like a true family.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
I know what's coming.
At the bare minimum, you know exactly what it's going to be when it presents itself.
He'll make a mistake, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You already know two of the guys in EMB. Remember our man Goes? He was last year's club championship winner.
To be a great Madden player, you got to be built different. And you got to be able to perform on the big stage when all the money's on the line.
Let's go! Come on, man.
There's Joke, a top competitor who's always been just on the cusp of winning a belt.
I feel like I'm the best player without a belt. I don't really care about the money, I just want the belt. If I win, I'm showing up to the Super Bowl with the belt on.
One of the linchpins of EMB is the veteran T. Davis, who finds himself squaring off against the tournament's heavy favorite and the guy some call the new face of Madden, Young Kiv.
This is going to be the battle of the hair. Both of these players have some incredibly luxurious lettuce up top.
We are now moving into the round of 16. The winner will earn $20,000 for the week with a chance to keep that $100,000 dream alive.
I mean, this is the defending champ, so if you want to win this, you got to take out the champ.
We should have a good second half here.
And a one-handed grab for Kim. The youngster is back on top. It was a one-point ball game here with 4 minutes to go.
This is huge, boys.
Kiv looking. There's the drag! And it's picked off!
Don't disrespect me!
20 grand's at stake right here. Still trailing by one, though. He's gonna kick a field goal here. We got a 2-point game.
I saw all the brackets, I saw all the talk. Not one person picked me to win this game.
T. Davis, this has to be so scary. Young Kiv with the ball, no timeouts, on the guap drive, only needs to get in field goal range. You gotta play the defense of your life right now if you're Tyler.
He's going for it!
He's going deep and it's picked off!
Tyler Davis from Lynn, Massachusetts has done it!
When I came onto the scene, this was the guy. This is who I actually looked up to, and he's showing why he can do this.
Just beat Kiv to get to the final 8. Craziest moment, man. I'm super pumped. My boys were there with me. It's an awesome moment.
With T. Davis moving on, the rest of his crew will take a moment to celebrate before their shot at pocketing at least $20,000 for a single game of Madden 19. Back into it for day 2 at the Madden Club Championship. The competition gets tougher, the pressure ratchets up. I mean, we're talking about 100 G's for the top dog and a trip to the Madden Bowl on the line here.
Day 1 gave you an amazing glimpse into what Madden's all about. All 32 of those players walked in here knowing they had a shot at that 100,000, feeling like not only did they have a shot, they were gonna win it, and then they had to sit out and play.
The crew known as EMB has shown up ready to play right out of the gates.
I need it all, baby. I need it all.
Easily taking their games in the early round.
It's all preparation at the end of the day. Whoever prepares better usually ends up winning these games.
Ghost, who took the title at last year's club championship, is squaring off against the youngest competitor to ever take home a belt for a major, Dreeny.
I think it's gonna be a huge game. On this game, we're gonna show you guys what it takes to be a champion.
These are two juggernauts in Madden. Both have won a belt.
Young Dreeny, top 3 talent on the circuit.
And Goes is the defending champion of the club championship.
After trailing Ghost for most of the first half, Dreeny comes from behind with a last-minute touchdown to end the second quarter.
And Dreeny will get in there. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Leading things off at the start of the third is Dreeny for another big score.
And we might have a return here. Prime time. We'll take it to the house.
As they traded shots throughout the second half, it will be Ghost making a huge defensive play to close out the game.
Oh, Ghost does it again! What alert!
Along with Dreeny's shot at the belt.
What a battle, back and forth. But that man right there, the defending champ, he's moving on.
As Ghost and Dreeny end things with a bro hug, this next game between Joke and Crush has a completely different vibe.
Cat now! Cat now! Come on! Keep that same energy. Now you get flooded.
All right, okay, everyone relax. So So, for 4 5-minute quarters, it will be a back-and-forth battle both on the field
Living up into his name, crushing it.
and on the stage.
Are you gonna score? He'll hand it off to the fullback. It's a touchdown.
Cap now! Cap now! Cap now! No more capping? You done?
In the end, it will be Joke with the last laugh, stripping the ball away from Crush.
See ya! Bye-bye! See ya!
Along with his confidence as well as $20,000 and a spot in the round of 8.
Once he gave up that lead, he was just uncomfortable. And it's just a big stage, the lights, you know everybody's watching you. When you've been here, you've done that, you don't even think about that.
At the end of the day, the tournament is down to just 8 players, 3 of which are part of EMB. Before the divisional rounds, it's back to the hotel. And back to work for the crew.
If you play Joke in the finals, would you cut your hair if he beat you? Would you play for that?
No.
All right.
Why wouldn't you? Why would I do that, bro? My hair looks too good. I'll never cut it no matter what.
Matchup-wise, Ghost, you have the hardest game tomorrow.
You got a hard road, bro.
But most games today were won because of defense. Like I was down 13-0,
I
we
agree.
didn't score again.
The reason why we say that is because anybody could play offense.
Think so?
Yeah, of course. Zones don't guard anything, blitzes don't come in.
You just have to have a game plan on defense, and like everyone knows the same stuff. Like everyone's pretty solid, so you have to like study and have a strategy going into these games. Like you have to have like a legit
Like
strategy.
Lowe's, every time
study.
Lowe's played the first tournament, he just knew more about the game than
Yeah,
everybody,
exactly.
so he would always win the
But
first
now
game.
it's not like that. You have to like have like a real strategy and plan going into these games.
Makes sense.
Damn, Joe got the easiest road, bro.
I know.
Now, if I get to the finals, there's no way I'm losing.
As the players make their way back to EA HQ for another day of competition in the Madden Club Championship, Joke shows up feeling plenty of swagger. He's facing off against 18-year-old Pavin, who's quietly made his own way into the round of 8.
This is kind of the old school versus the new school.
You're running the ball, aren't you? Yep, you're running the ball. No, I know when you're running. Come on.
I don't think Joke is the guy you want to trash talk after his last game.
Here's 4th and 11.
D, come on! Pass, let's go!
As the first half wears on, Joke's confidence from the night before seems to be fading.
Touchdown, Pavin.
Go on.
Taking the lead there, 13-7. Joke, though, has been a second half player all tournament long.
How crazy is this? We're sitting here, 4:28 to go in the 4th quarter, and 2 points separates these guys from $20,000.
Finish this, come on.
That's absolutely nuts.
Down by 2 in the 4th quarter, he needs to convert on 3rd and long to hang on to a shot at a spot in the semifinals.
Maybe the biggest play of the tournament. If I'm Pavin, I bring the dogs.
Here comes the pressure.
Gotta get rid of it, and he throws a pick.
Crib!
At the 30, the 40, will they catch him? Moss is trying to get him. Vick is trying to catch him. They won't catch him.
He's begging for it.
Pavin
Let's go.
to the house.
Let's go!
That might have been a $20,000 interception.
Another field goal, another 3 points, and another tournament ends early for Echo Fox Joke.
Did you?
I got a lot of respect for you.
Man, I knew that was a quarter too. Good luck. I've been close so many times to win a belt. I feel like I'm the best player without a belt.
He makes way for Pavin to earn a trip to the semis, a guaranteed spot in the Madden Bowl, and oh yeah, 20 grand.
A lot of people, I feel like, just sleep on me, but I'm here in the Final Four. The way I play my game, I think I shut up a lot of people and showed them that the new youth is for real. Like, new youth is on the rise.
Maybe this guy's the next up-and-comer. Maybe he's already here.
With EMB down to just 2 remaining in the tournament, the wild card standing between them and the next round is Ryan Danchik, aka I.B. Strafing. He's also a veteran of the Madden scene, and he's close with the guys in EMB.
What did he say at dinner? He was like, he's like satellite EMB or something?
Yeah.
I mean, me and Ryan are officially best friends. We figured it out.
You guys went through a lot of
All right. You're running dollar, right?
I actually like him.
Bro.
On game day, friendships take a back seat to balling, and I.B. Strafing holds nothing back.
Let's go!
He's unpredictable, and when he slings it, it's always fun to watch.
Looking, firing to the end zone, touchdown, Strafing.
It turns out there's a method to this Madden Pros madness.
I studied math in
college, and in grad school I studied statistics.
So clearly, he's smarter than everybody.
So a lot of that statistics and stuff goes into like the team building. I'm always trying to look for like tendencies. Can I find an outlier, something I can do that'll make my team be able to counter that? So a lot of game theory is based on statistics.
After being schooled by Strafen for most of their game,
Looking, firing, and somehow gets loose. That's the big play T. Davis needed. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh man, you knew T. Davis wouldn't go down without a fight. Here we go.
in the end, it will be Strafe who defends his turf.
I mean, Strafen is everywhere. It's like he's got 30 guys out there on defense.
He moves on to the semifinals, leaving his friend T. Davis behind.
Tyler's been a good friend for a while. You obviously don't want to beat your friend, but we get it, it's a business, we both want to win. He's a good dude, he'll be back.
Ryan Danzig, AKA IB Strafen, he's back.
As IB Strafen begins calculating his approach to the semis, Pavin steals away to phone a friend. The answers lie with VY Electrify, who some call the Mr. Miyagi of the pro Madden scene.
Did he ever go to trips to run the ball?
Oh yeah, he went to trips. He passed the ball a little bit out of trips, but it was mostly when he's running out the clock or inside zone a little bit.
Okay, so when he did pass out of trips, it was the playmaker play, the shot wheel?
He's trying to beat like you, playmaker hitch.
All right, well, that was good. Thank you for the help, and I'll try to, say VY or whatever if I get a stop or something. Thanks, bro. Bye.
Loaded with fresh intel, Pavin puts a game plan into motion against Blocky, a tournament favorite who's made it to the semis repping the Miami Dolphins.
Blocky representing the Dolphins, Pavin representing the Raiders. Here's a 1st and 10, rolling, throwing.
Got it!
Touchdown!
After establishing the lead early in the first, Pavin straight up put the brakes on Blocky with an onslaught of sacks.
The heat's coming. Quarterback meat tastes sweet.
A decisive 23-10 victory for Pavin sets him up to represent the AFC in the Madden Club Championship final and send Blocky back to the 305. Over in the NFC, the professor, IB Strafen, delivers a lesson in stick superiority as he easily takes down the defending champ, Ghost.
Scream! It's gonna get ugly, Ghost Brava!
Parts the Red Sea.
Squeeze it!
The defending champ is against the ropes.
IB Strafen dominated on both sides of the ball, racking up 23 points and keeping Ghost limited to a single touchdown, and even less chatter.
Hey, thought we were gonna do this.
How about a guy who's about to be in a finals for $100,000 having this much fun, being this loose? You don't see that all the time.
For Ghost and Blocky, they'll have to contend with earning $40,000 each for just 3 days of work, along with the spot in this year's Madden Bowl.
Tournament games are a different atmosphere. He's just so random, so it's so hard to prepare for somebody like that.
And that will set the stage for our final showdown. After 3 days and 30 games of Madden 19, the 2019 Club Championship is down to new school versus old school. Repping the NFC's Minnesota Vikings is the math teacher from Washington, IB Strafen, who has his eye on the $100,000 prize.
Washington, they take care of their teachers better than a lot of states, so I'm fortunate in that regard. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a nice big down payment on a home.
Strafe will pit his unpredictable playstyle against the 18-year-old up-and-comer Pavin. His pregame prep includes a quick strat session with fellow phenom Allen. Despite getting knocked out in the early rounds, he's doing what he can to support his partner in this new youth movement.
I didn't really watch his defense because he scored so much on offense.
What do you think I could have done better on last game?
Last game, I mean, you didn't play scared like I thought you were gonna be.
No, I think I'll be straight. I should have this belt within the next few hours.
It's nothing but love in Madden. Who's gonna be the champ? $100,000 game of Madden coming your way. It's time to kick it off. Throws it to the outside. There's the high point. Touchdown, Pavin.
He's going for it all with B up the sideline.
He might have it.
He's looking to the end zone, and Roberts will hang on. Another touchdown for Pavin.
From his very first possession, Pavin came to this grand final ready to play.
Randy, let's go.
Pavin closes out the first half with the takeaway.
And he'll roll, and he threw a pick. He didn't see him, and there's the legend.
And some trash talk.
I'm always going to count on you to do that one thing.
And Pavin's talking to him. He's capping at Strafen.
Trailing in the third quarter, IB Strafen's last chance to stay in the game comes down to a single stop on 4th and 1.
You got a diehard Vikings fan going up against a diehard Raiders fan. It doesn't get bigger than this. This is a momentum play for Strafen. This is how you get back in the ball game.
Has time, and he goes up top.
Got him.
He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Raiders!
Let's go.
At just 18 years old, Pavin will become the youngest competitor to raise the belt at the Madden Club Championship.
Raise it up, young man. You have earned it. You're the Madden 19 Club Champion. Good luck getting that through TSA.
I knew I could do it. I knew I would do it. I'm proud of myself, and I want more. I want more belts. I want more recognition. I want everything.